Yes, now we're on.
Hi everyone. Thank you very much to those interested in the SPARK program, an initiative supported by IEEE Region 9 and IEEE Foundation to be held this year in Uruguay at the student branches regional meeting. I am Yesica Giraldo Tique, currently Student Activities Committee Chair of IEEE Region 9, and Andres Galvis as a coordinator of the Student Activities Committee and Student Representative Training. So thank you very much. And today I'm going to start with the webinar session about the SPARK program. So next slide, please. But well, first we would like to present what is the CM Branches Regional Meeting. Is the place where we will have the SPARK program, and is the IEEE Regional Student Branches Meeting. And this year we will held in Punta del Este, Uruguay. In what places? Next slide, please. In October 5th to 7th in Punta del Este. And this is our training event where the students and student activities coordinator, student representatives, counselors, advisors, and all about the students to connect with another leaders across Region 9. So in this occasion is our 28th version, and our um, section is Uruguay. And this year with IEEE Foundation, we are supporting for to do this amazing training. But in some moments we will explain about that. So next slide, please. This is our preliminary agenda. The idea is that in the SPARK program will be held in the last day in October 7th, and in preliminary in October 8th. So in 3 or 4 days, we will train about different IEEE features or initiatives that IEEE has for the students, and you as an counselor or an advisor. You the idea is with this SPARK program, could you attend this event and no you can learn about the some skills in our CM branches regional meeting and also in the SPARK program. So next slide, please. Uh, this is another topic. This year we have different societies that are sponsors in our CM branches regional meeting. In this moment, we have 5 societies or like IEEE Foundation that are supporting our event. And in these student branches, the speakers about photonics, electronics packaging, and OES or signal processing, we are working together in this version. We are talking with another societies, but well, in this moment we have these confirmed sponsors, and they will be in the, also in the student branches regional meeting. And if you are an counselors, advisor, student activities coordinator, or student representatives, you will do networking with these societies. And maybe if you are interested in some of one, you could you create another student branch chapter or a student affinity group. We also have different moments like WIE, Women in Engineering, that supporting our training event for students. So this is about a student branch regional meeting. It's an amazing place to connect with another students. And in this year, we want to connect not only with the student, also with the student activities coordinators. And for this reason, we are creating and supporting this SPARK program. That is the part where Andres uh, will tell us about this amazing SPARK program, and if you are interested to apply to an scholarship, and if you are a student activities coordinator, you can do it. So Andres, the space is all of you to explain about the SPAR program with Moira and me. If you have more questions, you can do it after this meeting. So could you speak?
Yeah, thank you so much, Jessica, for the amazing introduction to our main event, the the regional meeting that we will have. Now we can jump to the SPARK program. The IEEE Region 9 SPARK program is one or key initiative to provide resources and knowledge to the main heads of the student activities at each section. That is, the student activities coordinator and the student section representative. Basically, this training wants to provide you with leadership skills, train you to develop initiatives designed to help your students. But in this year, we want to expand the scope of this project, and we want to also include and give some help to counselor and advisor. That is an important key role across the student branches. So that's why we are expanding the scope this year. And for now, you can also participate as a counselor and advisor. As the previous year, if you are a student activities coordinator of the student representative, you can also participate and be part of this part. The key idea is to encourage the collaboration with the student part, highlight the best practice that we are having in our different sections, and to strengthen the leadership and strategic planning. That is a key point that all we have and need. So who can apply? First, we have these two categories, a student activities coordinator and a student sectional representative. For each section can only be one representative that can apply to the SPARK program. That is to benefit, to multiply the number of persons that can assist from different sections across the region. And the second requisite is that you must have an endorsement from your section EXCOM, Executive Committee. With this endorsement, you will need to include a flight support from your tickets to the student branch, to the regional meeting, sorry. In the case of the counselors, we said for the moment that you need to have 3 years on the role, registered on Beatles, but we can go over some sessions later. The main idea is that you are a counselor advisor working in a student branch for affinity group, a technical chapter, or even being the main counselor of the student branch. And you have some like ideas, you want to provide more to your student branch and even be part of this to serve as an ambassador that can teach to other counselor and advisor in your country about what are your duties, what are the benefits, and what are the resources that you have to your students in your university. So that's basically. In the case of counselor and advisors, they can ask for the support of the university, for the support of the section, or even with themselves. No problem with that. Don't forget that if you have any question, we can go over there later, and you can put that in the chat. Okay. So, what does the SPARK scholarship cover? The SPARK will cover the event registration at the regional meeting at Uruguay, the accommodation for the duration of the whole event of the regional meeting, and the foods. That's why we have been very specific. You need to provide the flight ticket super purchase session. That's very important. And in the case of consular, you can also be supplied by themselves. No problem with that. Important dates. Well, the reason for this webinar was to incentivize you to participate. The deadline is like in 5 days, June 30. And after that, you will get the accepted participant notification on August 7th. So we highly encourage you to participate in this occasion. It's the second time that we're doing this event, and we want to have more SSACs and SSR from different sections coming and be part of the whole regional meeting. Lastly, here you will have until September 15th to send us the airfare confirmation of your flights. And after that, we will wait to meet you in person at the regional meeting. So that's basically all that is important. Some key aspects that we want to talk here are like requirements. So first, you need to go to the SPAR program website that is in SAT Region 9 website. Maybe I can give that later here in the chat. There, in that forms, you will need to provide a motivation letter. It's important that you highlight the reasons behind you want to be part of this SPAR program. Where are you as SAC, as SSR, as a counselor, of an advisor? The initiative that you are developing, what has been the results of your management, and all the important aspects that you want to highlight. So we take that into consideration to be selected as one of the person that will come to the regional meeting. The second thing is the letter of support for your executive committee. And that is your section chair that can help you with that. It's just an endorsement. You can have some templates online and you can share with the person and just ask for the signature. No problem with that. In the case for counselor and advisor, we want to see in your motivation letter really what is your intentions and what you want to know more and be more capable as a counselor or as an advisor. What you want to provide to your student branches, what your idea, how you think you will like provide more resources and benefits to your local student branch if you come to this training. Here. Some useful tips. Well, I said prior clear and concise letter for motivation. I have to say it also here. Please don't abuse with the generative AI. You can use that to like change your grammar and improve your redaction, but it will be it can be checked and be obvious if most of the letter is done with ChatGPT or some of the other tools that we now have. We want that you show what is your impact as a leader in the previous year and what is your potential for the future. That's basically what we want to hear there. And something that will be taken into account is that the better is that if you gonna assist to this event, you probably need to continue in the role for the next year. That will be considered at the moment we are evaluating each application. So, talk to your session to request support. That's probably gonna take some time. You have to talk to your chairs and start doing some using some of your soft skills to negotiate with them, and combines then that you need this monetary support for the flight tickets, and that is important to assist because there you will get some contacts. You already have see the preliminary schedule of the regional meeting. There you will have the capacity to meet with other societies, get sponsorships, and get access to funding. So if you sell like that, the regional meeting, you can probably motivate them to uh, get some funding. The deadlines, until now, we haven't considered any extension that could be modified later, and we will inform you about that. But for the moment, keep into consideration the deadline that we said before, and also there is in the form one question where you need to provide what initiative of ideas you have applied in the previous year as a volunteer in the role you have. Also, we want to see there some good practices that we can share, and you can like teach others representative that assist to the SBRM programs, and that's be a key space to share all that good practice across Region 9. So I think this was a little fast, but we want like to invite you to promote that you come to the regional meeting to the SPAR program if you are a counselor and advisor, to get all what is needed. Also for the SACs and SSR for this session, we will help you sending some mail to your chairs to also like help you with that approval. And we can now jump to some questions that we have here. So let's start with this one. What is the main difference between the SPAR program and the general student branch regional meeting sessions? So as you see in the so sorry, I'm gonna get back here. This preliminary agenda, most of the SPAR and counselors training is only the morning for 2 days. The rest of the event, you will have some workshops, you will have talk for the sports and the opportunity to meet them, get some of their contacts and start networking. Also, you have time on all the afternoon of the event for wherever you want and like to assist. So it's very flexible to you and all what you need. You can assist to most of the student branch regional meeting without any problem. Okay, we have some question here from Alfredo. Um, no, Alfredo. Um, if you are selected, okay. So if you, well, I think this is a good question to us to work into that. But mainly, the results gonna be announced on 7th August. That's correct. Then we will tell you if you gonna have a cover assistant. If not, yes, you will need to pay the registration fees. That's correct. in any case, uh, I think that we already have, this is secrets, we have the opportunity to like take a lot of SACs and SSRs to the program. So um, I don't think that that could be possible if you apply and nominate and everything is correct. So uh, no need to worry much about that. Next question. What should counselor highlight in their application to stand out? Well, if you are a counselor, and for example, you come from a section that is still reactivating their student branch, there is not much time that the volunteers have been working on IEEE activities, and you have no more than 3 years in the role. You can highlight what you have already done and serve as a counselor. For example, how many times you have helped your student branch locally, how many times you meet with them, provide ideas, how is your help, and also what ideas you think that you can provide as a counselor advisor in the future for your student branch. I think if I go to the SPAR programs, I have the opportunity to network with different societies. We can create some chapters, make new activities, get some funding for the students, and stuff like that. That's basically what we want to hear in their application for a counselor or an advisor. But this is also another one that we get a lot. What happened if my section can cover the airport? So if you are a student representative, a student activities coordinator, this happen, you can reach to us. You can reach to us and tell more about. We can give you even the chance that you get some opportunity for your university to cover the flights. And if that's not been the case, but you want to assist to the SPAR program with your own funds, we can discuss about that. Uh, you have the content mails. You have the content mails that we have here. You can write to every question that you have to Jessica, to Moira, and we will give you some treatment if that's the case. Okay. And will participant receive a certificate? Well, correct. You will have one certificate, one for assist the student branch regional meeting, and one to assist the SPAR programs. And also, we will have and be in touch after the program ends to see what are like the outputs of your assistance to this kind of initiative. Something that we want you to provide. With that, if there is no more questions here in the chats, I think that will be all. Don't forget the deadline is until 30 June, and we invite you to participate. This is an amazing opportunity for you to get some knowledge, some networking about IEEE for different societies, from different like funding opportunities that you have, and you can get a lot for this kind of training. I went to the SPAR program on the previous year um, when I was sacked of my section and was really, really good. So we highly invite you to participate. Thank you so much for your assistance. Don't forget, is there any question, you can contact us to these mails here, Vision 9 SATs, and also copy Yesica and Moira. Thank you so much. We hope to see you on the student branch regional meeting. Bye.